Russia warns of the threat of nuclear war. Russia's foreign minister called nuclear war unacceptable, but the threat of such a conflict still exists. In an interview with Russian media on April 25, Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov said that Russia had tried to persuade former U.S. President Donald Trump to recommit to the 1987 declaration by the leaders of the U.S. and the Soviet Union that no, there are winners in a nuclear war and such a war should not happen. Although the Trump administration rejected Russia's offer, his successor, President Joe Biden, quickly agreed with Moscow, and a statement on the matter was made at the summit with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Geneva in June 2021. China, France and Great Britain, the three remaining nuclear powers and permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, also agreed and issued a joint statement in January 2021. That's our main position. We're starting from that. However, the risks of nuclear war today are still very great. I don't want them to be artificially exaggerated. The danger is real and very serious. It cannot be underestimated, Mr. Lavrov emphasized. Foreign Minister Lavrov hailed the Biden administration's first foreign policy move as good and wise, agreeing with Russia that the New START treaty should be extended unconditionally. Case for 5 years. On the other hand, it is the last surviving arms control agreement, after Washington withdrew from the ABM, INF and Open Skies treaties. According to the Russian foreign minister, discussions with U.S. working groups came to an abrupt end in February, after Russia was forced to protect Russian citizens in Ukraine, who had been bombed for 8 years. Without any response from the West. The Russian diplomat compared the current situation to the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962. At the time, Mr. Lavrov said that there were not many written rules, but there were very clear implicit rules of conduct, and both Washington and Moscow followed suit. In those years, there was a channel of communication that the leaders all believed in. But now there is no such channel. No one is trying to create that channel of communication, Mr. Lavrov added. Instead of the previous implicit rules, Lavrov said that today, rule is a term used by the US and its allies when they are required to behave accordingly. They no longer insist on international law, but on respect for the rules-based world order, in which rules are never specifically explained, Lavrov said. According to the Russian foreign minister, countries are now declaring that World War III should not break out, but they are adding fuel to the fire, by sending weapons to Ukraine and hoping to prolong the conflict. To confront Russia, Russia has repeatedly warned the US and its allies to transfer weapons and military equipment to Ukraine to cope with Moscow's military campaign. Russia claims to consider Western arms shipments in Ukraine as legitimate targets of attacks.